Welcome to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa, New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and the brain of turnip.
Grandma Daynut used to say, you can't make a silk purse out of an orc's ear, but you can make a nice coin pouch out of their ball sack.
I love you, Duncan.
Unja Vamis, a drow necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
I dated a cannibal once. At dinner, he always used to hum, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Tish Dusklight, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
I'm so tired of playing, rolling 2s and 3s. I'm gonna put my uke away, leave it for the other bards to play. For I've been a rock board for so long, just let me roll natural 20. Thanks.
You're welcome. And Skjold Gunvardsson, a war cleric of Rowan who lets his hammer do most of the talking, literally. Now.
Yeah. It's my turn to talk now. All right.
Yes.
Så.
Right now.
Den
You can
enes,
start now.
yeah, all right. Den enes bröd är den andres död. So that means like one person's bread is another man's death.
Was another man's what?
Death.
Celiacs.
Oh,
Death.
yeah.
Death. Like
The
in like
gluten.
I'm
One
dying.
man's bread is another man's death.
Yes.
Gluten.
Gluten.
And
They're
the
still not
white
making
fruit.
any sense,
Deadly.
are they?
Yes, but they are because
Just say that Grandma Daynut used to say it.
Oh, then it makes sense if Grandma
Yeah.
Daynut used to say it. What's Swedish for Grandma Daynut?
mormor Danut.
Well, it sounds better when you say it.
She sounds
I was
very
gonna
classy.
say, careful,
Darn it.
could be a fight real soon. But you join our group mid-fight on the way from Stin's Hollow, trying to catch up with the keeper of the Graceful Swan, Tank, who has rushed away on an errand, a funeral, he said. But after some investigation, some very adept investigation skills, the group has found out that, you're welcome, that he's actually on his way to help his brother, apparently who's in some form of trouble and strife. Now,
A wife?
yes, exactly.
I see.
Now, opting to take a shorter route across the ranges to try and head Tank off as he makes his way around on horseback on a longer path, the group start their journey. Now, not far off the main path, heading towards the range and their climb up, they come across a pack of wolves who harry and follow them for a period of time. And upon attacking them in a rather unusual and entertaining manner, Duncan,
I think
brave, always brave, literally in the face of danger.
I think that may have been a tactical mistake on my part, looking back.
Surprising.
I'm sure there's a secret to your madness. But mid-battle, surprised as the dire wolf and its pack make haste to run away, the group are surprised by a large owlbear rushing in. It seems that the prey making way for something bigger and scarier. Now you join us mid-fight as the owlbear rushes into the fray. The wolves making haste and running off, a number of them killed, using its full movement of 40 feet to stumble and get just about within reach of Duncan. Can you move the owlbear just up? The creature standing, towering over Duncan, the dwarf. Yep, just like that. Very kind of like Winnie the Pooh there, that movement. It kind of roars at you, its beak opening wide, saliva dripping off, and as it bellows at you, it's going to take, acting on the initiative of the wolves, it's going to take the first of its 2 attacks against you, Duncan.
Well, I'm going to bellow back at it.
How does that go?
That's very good. That's cool. Get him.
That was actually very good. Very intimidating, almost, if you're a spider.
Or dying.
Or dying. So the first attack is going to be a 6 plus 7 to hit. So that's, 13?
No, I put it off with a bellow. It was a little bit scared and it missed.
It does, but it kind of looks at you strangely. It comes back and it brings its other giant kind of paw around for the second of its 2 attacks. Rolled axe, it was gone on the floor, and that's going to be a 14 plus 7, so that's a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Catching itself, it swings its paw around, catching on the kind of the shoulder and the side of the head. Your neck kind of cracks round from the impact, and you take one of those.
1d4, isn't it, I think, for an owlbear?
Yeah, absolutely. So 7 on the D10 plus 5. So what's that? 13 points of piercing damage. Is it? Sorry, no.
12. 7 plus 5.
7 plus 5, 12. Yeah, I preferred my number.
Yeah.
And that's its big attack. Sorry. So I'm actually going to, because I said claw, so that's even better because that's 2d8. So thank you for just making me look there again, Shold. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything for you, DM.
That's all right. So that's 11 plus 5. So that's, 16. So
That's right. That makes the maths easier.
I like your first number better.
Yeah. As it kind of clanks you kind of, for a second, your ears ring and you catch a sight as you kind of look up. And I believe it's your go, Duncan.
Well, I'm not happy about that. So I'm going to hit him because there's not a lot else I can do. It surprised me a
It's
bit.
what you do so well, though, isn't it?
I know. Well, I had thought I could run away and throw the dead wolves' carcasses to him so he could eat them, but he's already come into the attack, so that's his stupid mistake, isn't it? 20 not natural.
That does hit.
Uh, 13 on my first axe.
Absolutely.
Oh, I hit with my second axe as well.
Yep.
Oh, that's not very good damage there. So that was 4 on my second axe. And 17 to hit on my third.
That does hit. Shoal, get ready. You're up next.
14 damage on my third axe.
14.
Yep. So I just whop, whop, whop in a flurry of feathers that fly out of him as I hit him with my axes.
It does. And kind of the axe attacks, other than injuring quite dramatically the owlbear, they make it angry.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's made me angry.
Yes, it does. So it's like a standoff of angriness.
Well, I need to bring some reason to this fight.
I got a second wind as well, just because I haven't got
Didn't
many
you already
hit
do
points
that
left.
at the start of the fight?
No.
Oh no, that was a different kind.
No,
of
that was a
second
different
wind.
kind of wind. That
wind.
was. Oh, so I get some hit points back. 9 hit points back.
No problem. Shoulder, you're up.
All right, I will raise
Fish afterwards.
Walt to the sky and tell him now we need to bring the hammer down. And also, I'm gonna call on the blessing of Rowan to protect my friend Duncan. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Duncan.
Yep.
So that's 2 extra AC.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And then I will move in and bring the hammer down.
Well, is that your fancy hammer?
That's my fancy hammer. So that's a 19 on the dice plus 7.
Oh,
It's
look,
a 26.
Your magic hammer rolls much better than your old one.
Marvelous.
No, it's the same. Don't you remember? It grew and changed.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Oh,
It's better.
It took something real average and made it awesome.
I mean, I don't think your other hammer was average score.
But
No.
you do hit, so roll your damage.
so that's gonna be 8 points of damage.
Awesome. As you kind of bring your warhammer around and it makes contact, you hear this kind of cracking of bone and this audible, "Yippee! That's the way you hit something."
Do we all hear that?
You will hear that very loudly and clear.
Oh. I can see that hammer falling down a well at some point.
Accidentally.
Shoulder.
Well, I never let the hammer out of my grip. I always carry it with me.
I know.
Bonus action movement. Any movement for you?
Yeah, I moved in to hit him with a hammer first as
Wonderful. Perfect. So it should go Tisha up.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You're up afterwards.
Cool. Oh, is it just me now?
It's just you.
Can
Not
I?
just you.
Well, no, not alone in this world. I've got my friends. Can I just aim my circlet of blasting at the owlbear, please?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. Oh, big one, eh?
Yeah, 3
Sorry,
attacks.
guys. Oh, 3 guys.
Yep.
So I have to
Three
roll
attacks.
my big one three times.
And you
Yes.
add 5 to each one, I believe. Then.
Cool. 22.
Well, that hits.
Cool. And then I do what? Oh, man, why can't I remember this one? It's my favourite. That, and then 2d6s, eh?
Yep. So
Yep.
for each one, so 2d6.
Oh.
So you could roll all 3 attacks if you wished.
Oh, yes.
Really?
And then
if
roll
the-
your damage after.
yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on. So what did I just say?
22.
So
22,
first one hits.
18, 20, 20, 23.
That hits.
You'd think I
Guys
would have
are
remembered
smashing it
that.
already.
Right, let's
Don't
do
tell
a
the
24
dice
now.
because 14, 19.
All 3 of them hit, so that's
Woohoo!
66
So,
fire
so I
damage.
just pick all of those
Yeah,
up.
because
and-
then if you roll all your attacks together, it's more fun watching you trying to add up.
Oh, Rowan, old buddy, old pal, hook me up with the nice one. 8, 12,
Maybe here a while. we'll go to our
15,
sponsors.
17, 19.
Nice.
I didn't even have to
Nice
use all my
damage.
fingers.
Oh, no.
Just the one.
So
As
proud.
the
Thanks,
various
buddy.
kind of lines of fire erupt from your circlet. They just explode, and the owlbear now, you kind of, Duncan, you get this waft of singed feather and hair, and it kind of looks back and stumbles for a second and looks at you all.
Make me hungry.
From the 2 of you, Duncan and Shold, you see that the look on this creature has now changed. Anger and this kind of intent or murderousness has changed to crap. I might die.
Oh, he's a bit
There's this look of
ouchy.
intense fear in
Sorry,
its
buddy, but you're naughty.
eyes. Undra, you are up.
I'm so sad
You're
about the
coughing on the
owlbear.
singeing, mate.
I
Sorry.
know, I'm going to give him COVID.
Do it.
It'll be a slow decline, but you know. Okay, I'm going to try my acid splash.
So you, what's the range on that?
It
Undra?
is 60 feet.
Okay, so you haven't got to move up.
And choose one creature or choose 2 creatures. I choose the one. And
You don't want to choose Duncan as well?
5th level, I'm avoiding Duncan.
Oh, that's very kind
Just
of you.
making sure.
Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
You got new dice.
I have blood-stained dice
Oh,
for
good.
my
What's-
batchings.
What's your DC?
16, I think it was.
Mine? Spell save DC?
Yeah.
15.
I rolled a 13 minus 1, so that's a 12. It's a
Ooh.
fail.
So that's 2d6. 4!
Oh, lovely. That's
Yeah,
really
so-
lovely.
It's a bit like you throw a bit of vinegar on it.
So, how does it? What does it look
Get
like?
it in its eye.
What does the spell look like when you cast it?
It's like a bubble. It comes from me, and it's like a bubble. And it should go and like smash him right in the face. Except it was, it's kind of new and just
And there was a
practicing
breeze.
a little bit. It was a bit
Oh,
of
yeah.
a breeze, so just sort of gets him on the side of the face there.
I've heard that happens a lot
But
on the first
as
time.
the
Always,
as
it's a
the
bubble
bubble
of acid.
erupts and you cast it and it splashes across its face, just grazing it, it starts to eat away
just a
at
bit
its
early.
beak, which starts to dissolve and burn through its eyes. And as it catches onto its brain, the creature, how do you want to kill it? Just like that.
Oh, you're
Come
so
on.
cruel.
Oh,
Killing
I'm
that
so
poor little owlbear.
cruel. So cruel. No more damage to the face. I think he just have a stroke from the damage to the brain, and then he just fall down, preserving anything nice I might want to gather from his body.
Falls down backwards, not forwards.
Backwards,
Obviously.
backwards,
Be
definitely.
very clear about that. And as it
Love.
does, the earth kind of just goes as the creature just lies in a mass and heap, quickly dispatched by the 4 of you.
Look
Good-
what you
good work.
did.
Yeah.
what you
I'm gonna swing my hammer leisurely.
It was like, 63 points of damage in 1 round. It was awesome.
Excellent.
And
done.
so close to getting it.
I mean, it's a bit more gruesome, but we could still take his head for the
I
children
was about
to
to say
play.
a puppet. You
Yes.
can have a half a beak. That'd be quite cool.
Kind of tired
Well,
up a bit.
we could probably take a claw and like put them on sticks.
I will keep up
yes.
the shimmering armor on Duncan for it's up to 10 minutes.
Claws on
Oh,
sticks.
that's
That'd be
marvelous,
brilliant,
yes.
wouldn't it?
Just
Look
in
like we
case he
have
gets
the
into
long
more
ones.
trouble.
Yes,
Come across its sister out there.
lovely.
Does it have feathers?
Yes.
It's kind of got a mixture of feathers on parts of its body and fur. They kind of at some point there's this strange.
I got some that
almost-
first owlbear we ever saw.
Oh, yeah.
I've got like 3 or 4 left.
Oh,
Three.
okay. Because someone needed some feathers for a spell, didn't they, earlier on? We had to get pigeon ones or something.
Yeah, you should take somebody and pop them in your
I
bag.
don't think it was mine.
Was it me?
I think it's
Was it you?
Featherfall.
Oh, it might be me. I'm just
Yeah.
going to grab another handful.
I thought you're someone
Far out,
familiar
that's
with
all
them
right.
needed
you,
feathers.
No,
I mean,
charcoal,
easily
incense,
have half a dozen
herbs.
you pluck out if you wish.
Sweet, thanks.
I could have sworn we
I mean,
were
you
like
can have
looking
them if you
for
wanna grab.
feathers last time.
That's heaps, I reckon.
Yeah,
That
up
takes me. I'd like to have an even 10. I've got an even 10 now.
Wonderful.
I'm going to take some feathers as well because I'm sure that we needed. Maybe I needed it for a spell. Maybe it's one
Well,
of my
if everyone
spells.
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
desecrating the body, I want a claw.
Yep. You
I
start
want
taking
some
a claw.
feathers for my hair.
In the process of removing parts of it, you do hear shuffling of creatures and around and about, and there's this kind of noises of multiple things that are in and around some bushes in this area. The falling of this beast has drawn creatures back to this to this kind of little glade or this little opening.
Have we got
Whether
any healing spells, Shold? Because I did get a little bit of a bummling.
Oh, yep.
what?
Wait. We can...
a bummeling.
What?
Did you say a bumming?
No, I said a pummeling.
Ah, I'm
I
sorry.
did have my bum out, and that didn't work entirely as I planned. I have
That's
to
what
be
you
honest.
meant.
Surprising.
Because I have had a
Right,
bit of a bumming.
That's why I've got these healing words and the healing touches.
You're going to touch him.
Touches?
Not with his bum,
No,
no.
I've got my trousers up now.
Yeah, I can't see. I wonder how many people are as used in combat. Can I use my free action to pull my pants up?
You'd be surprised.
Mostly bards, I think. For that one.
Yeah.
What?
What? You didn't say you were married? So I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use 2 cure wounds on you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
So that's gonna be 11, 16, 24.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh,
That's really cool.
I've got to do the adding up now.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Shaw. I feel
Yes.
much better now.
Well, Rowan giveth.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rowan.
wonder
Did I ever
take
mention
away.
that I beat him in an arm wrestle? I don't know if I...
No, you haven't.
Oh, well, I did. I was really good. You should have... Oh, you were there.
In your head, Shold, you hear he knows he didn't really beat him, doesn't he?
No.
I believe he believes.
Okay. Are you saying this out loud?
Yes, of course. I don't know how to do like thinking.
Okay. So you guys just see him start talking to his
That's
warhammer.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, this magic axe the owlbear was carrying, what does it do? Or can we search the owlbear? Do owlbears have, like... Are they just creatures?
They got pockets.
Do they have pockets?
Roll an investigation check. As you look for pockets.
But it might have like a hole or a hovel or something.
Can you roll an investigation check, please?
19.
We're not
19.
the lizard again.
You find one pocket. You don't really want to know what's in there.
Oh.
Duncan,
Or what was it? Investigation?
yeah.
Or that's a 9.
You look really hard, but you just, wherever you look, you can't seem to find its axe.
Oh, that's a shame. Nothing in
You
its
must
prison
have-
wallet.
Must have just fallen down.
I
and
think
just,
that's the pocket I was looking at.
Oh,
Something
okay.
must have come along and stolen it
okay.
whilst you were taking the feathers.
Those bloody
Shall we
warrants.
just
Alright,
cut off
right,
one of
so-
his arms?
Yeah, you're aware that there are like creatures
We should
skulking
get
about.
moving, guys.
Yeah, but we just killed 2 of them and an owlbear, so they've got to be pretty stupid if they're going to like
Yeah,
attack us.
they probably wants to have lunch. So
Yeah.
I
They
want
could
to
eat
rub
those.
myself all over him so I have the scent of the owlbear to scare away the other animals.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That could work one way. Yep.
Oh, and perhaps I could attract another one to play with.
Do you rub yourself in the dead blood of an owlbear? The blood of a dead owlbear? You do?
Well, not
Okay.
blood, but
Won't
it
be
was
the
to go in.
first time.
Yep,
It won't
okay.
be the
So
What is
you are now
pheromones?
you are now covered in the scent. Can you just roll a d6 for me, please?
Sure, this could not possibly go wrong.
No, I think that's a grand idea.
5.
So you now have the scent of owlbear on you for the next 5 hours.
Okie dokie.
Do they hunt in packs, owlbears? I'm just, curious. Was it a male one or a female one?
With your 9, definitely a male.
Oh, okay.
And you're not too sure about them, the hunting packs. You've heard rumours that maybe they're quite
Solitary.
solitary creatures, but yeah.
I wonder if they live in trees, in nests, and lay eggs.
There's going
Oh,
to be
yeah.
a big
Yeah.
There's a big tree.
Yeah.
Does it
Maybe
look
he
like
thought you
it
were
could?
laying.
Does it look like it could fly?
Even you, with your high level of intellect,
What do you
think
mean,
that
even me?
would probably not be able to fly. Those wings don't look like they'd be able to support that body weight.
Oh dear.
It's like a kiwi.
They're just for looking at.
But Kiwis
The
think
path, but the
really
path does
specialists.
lie ahead of you.
Right.
Oh, shall
We're
we?
on a journey.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, let's go on
So,
the path.
well,
That's
wait,
what the GM's saying.
we were going up the hill or something,
Well,
eh?
Yeah.
You're making your way through the forest, and after maybe about an hour of travelling, the ground starts to incline as you start to make your way up toward the ranges. Now, you're heading, and you know this path. You're not heading up to the kind of the craggy heights of a mountain or a high kind of high hill. You're following a path that follows a natural kind of crevice or ravine through to adjoining kind of parts of the mountain range, or this kind of lower level of mountain range. Can I get someone to please, after a couple of hours of travelling and that kind of incline, can I get someone to make a nature survival check, please?
Yes.
Does that mean not you two?
Yes,
You were quite good at that, weren't you?
Yeah, I think
I'm.
I'm up for this.
That's what Thingy said at Fairmead, right?
Yes, that's gonna be a 17.
Oh, that's a really good
Oh, that's
roll
quite
for
good,
you,
actually.
mate.
There
Yeah,
are
I know.
times where the track it loses its sense of obviousness, and you're kind of following more just a lightly trodden footpath, but you manage to look for the signs and
a
follow
goat
it well
track.
enough, finding the kind of the more well trodden track later on, and you make good time. Now, having left kind of relatively earlier on in the mid morning, you make good time till past lunchtime, where you have a wee stop and then make your way again. As the night on this trek draws in, Linda, can you roll a d20, please?
Was that a short rest we have at lunch, so I can roll some hit dice?
You can roll. You would have had an hour's rest, so you're more welcome
Cool.
to roll hit dice for that if you wish.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have rolled a d20.
What did you roll?
7.
Oh, that's all right. Okay.
Okay.
And over the course of the latter part of the day, the journey goes without incident. Kind of this talk of creatures and numerous things up here, wild animals, but the reason people don't make this journey like Tank on their own is because people are picked off a little bit more easily, but in a group. And who knows, with that scent of owlbearishness
Oh,
around
God.
you, maybe putting smaller creatures off, it goes without a hit.
By are they picked off by creatures or by marauders?
You don't know.
All you need
just
to know is
things.
I've taken care of it.
Okay, good thing you can see in the dark because night's coming.
As you continue travelling and it starts to get darker, the pathway starts to become a little bit more tricky to navigate. The kind of loose shingle and slate and stones.
Should we look for somewhere to make camp for the night?
Yeah,
How
Pickish.
far, do we know how long it is to the village that we're heading to from here?
You're heading to Weaver, and the trip was going to take about a day and a half, so it was
Okay.
always going to be an overnight stay up
Oh.
in the mountains. You've been kind of travelling for, well, I suppose, maybe 12 hours on and off now, with an hour lunch at a kind of a steady pace.
Oh,
Our lunch break.
Should we look for somewhere to camp for the night?
Yeah, I think so, because hopefully Tank is smart and follow the advice I sent them. That he was gonna hold off.
Wait for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should get there about the same time anyway, I think. As long as we don't have any disasters, which isn't going to
So,
happen, is it?
What's possible?
Like, just in case there is trouble there, we don't
Yeah.
put our have overextended ourselves and
No.
show up there tired and hungry and cranky.
No, that's true.
Oh, hangry.
Yeah, so we look for like somewhere that's quite defensible and a good campsite.
Okay, make
Like an owlbear cave.
either an investigation or a perception check. You can make it with advantage or as a group check.
Oh, I will go with the natural 20, I think.
Oh, that sounds like a good
find
idea.
Sounds
you find this
comfy.
kind of awesome kind of tree that's leaning over this kind of part, this outcropping. It's naturally defensible. It's sheltered from the wind, and even if it were to rain, you know you'd have perfect cover. And you find just naturally lying around some soft kind of brush and dried reeds that you can use as extra padding and bedding, and it's actually almost comfier than some inns you've stayed in.
Oh, yes. I would make a shelter just like I learnt from that Bugbear Grills.
Just put the sticks on you and lie down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Do
it.
you light a fire for the evening?
I
is
think
it
we might as
cold?
well, because it's not like anyone's hunted us or anything, is it?
No.
No.
I think we should light a
And
fire.
it would like keep
We're not
all the
Not yet,
scary things.
anyway.
We're not
No,
trying
so
to...
I feel pretty good at our chances.
And you can't see in the dark without a torch.
No,
so,
I need my torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be sneaky beaky about anything at the moment. So yes, I think the consensus is we will light a fire.
Yeah.
Light a fire, perfect. And for the idea of a watch, are you taking watch to keep guard, or are you just let be what will be?
Because I can watch, can't I? Because I only trance and I only need 4 hours. So.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll keep guard
Thank you.
while Undra has there 4 hours, and then we can swap over after that
Okay.
or something.
I'll just sleep.
Do.
I'll watch you.
Over the course of the
It's a bit like
evening,
when you're in combat, really. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it reminds me of that terrible battle.
Oh, look at him. It looks like when we were fighting all them statues. He just laid there.
Oh, look,
Isn't he
it's so
sweet?
peaceful. Oh, so lovely.
can you roll a d20, Duncan, on your watch, please?
Do I want to roll high or low?
I don't know. What did you roll?
2.
Are you sure it was Duncan you wanted to roll?
There's creatures aplenty. You can hear nothing too near to you. You hear the movements of animals flying around, smaller birds, you assume. Even in the dark shadows off at the very edge of your distance of a field of vision, you can see the movement of creatures, but nothing too large. And nothing that really draws your attention as being possibly dangerous. And the period of time you're awake goes without any issue. And as does the rest of the evening. It's a relatively quiet evening of watch, and nothing occurs too much.
Cool.
Undra, when you're awake, you move out of your trance. Duncan, you take your rest. Just roll a perception check for me, please.
Am I going to get bumped by an owlbear? Perception. Yes. 19.
No owlbears.
But
There does seem to
There
be.
is some bobbing.
You kind of stretch out and you kind of take a perch at the firelight, a wee bit away from everyone else, just looking out. And as you look down, you do notice a number of small spiders around about. Just small ones, could be nothing. But,
Sure.
One of them kind of like skittles across your kind of your boot and then rolls off the edge. Just kind of skittles off the edge and
It's your
back into
auntie.
the dirt.
Can I look up? Are we surrounded by trees? I want to check.
There's one tree.
Look, I want to look up into the tree. Can
Okay,
I
wait.
see anything?
With your 19, there's a small cluster of spiders, a small group of spider webs, but nothing that
Okey-dokey.
isn't overly unnatural. But yeah.
Can I detect magic?
If you can cast, I mean,
Is it likely to be magic? Do I just set fire to the tree?
and Bruno's falling asleep. Crispy.
Can I, if I firebolt the tree at a creature or object, do you think that would get them all? Will it set fire to the tree? I want to warm up my happens. Yes, I'd like to firebolt the bunch of spiders, please.
I'm not going to make you roll
Goodness.
for that. Just roll an attack.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you attack the spiders, but I just want to see how. Yeah,
I want to see how well I set fire to the tree.
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. That's a +7. That is 22.
Yeah. The spiders are gone quite quickly. They're only little. They're like. The flame does linger, and the tree, which isn't the outer branches, the smaller twigs, start to kind of the flame isn't going out anytime soon. So, but it's not too big at the moment.
Okay. And I just say a very gentle warning to Lolth and her followers to leave me the hell alone.
Yep.
Does it like obviously I'm asleep, but just out of interest, does it look like it's catching fire to the other trees and going to burn the entire forest down if we're not careful?
You're at a point where it's really it's a singular tree in this particular area.
Oh,
so
We're a one-tree home
okay.
now.
Just the one tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
One
not going to
tree.
cause anything major.
Can
Fine.
the three-
I mage-handed it, pats it up.
and the rest of the evening goes without incident. That was
Jinkies.
clearly enough. You wake up, have a quick bite, and move on. And as you start your trek following the path, can I have someone else roll another survival check, please?
So we get all our spells and everything back in.
You do. You get the benefits of a long rest and full spell slots back.
Because I'm leading
You're-
this expedition.
And I'm reminding everybody that it's morning time. Don't forget, rub your stones,
Yep.
check your rocks.
Yes,
Roll a
I'll
d20,
check my
please.
rocks.
I will do that.
And
do
my
you want to have a go?
19 on the survival.
Oof!
13.
I feel so safe.
Yeah, it's a 15 on the dice.
Your initiative, your kind of inspiration stones are all primed and toasty warm. Ready to
Yay.
grant you an
Some
advantage.
toasty warm stones in the morning,
Nice.
boys.
Yes, there we go. Perfect.
Lovely.
Your circlet, I believe, recharges.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
You're going to die.
So I was just talking to myself, going, "Oh, it's all good. Yes, ma'am. Good queenie."
And your wand, Duncan, you didn't use it, but it recharges,
Yep.
obviously.
What's with the
just done
tree,
that.
Andra?
How many
Was it
charges
three?
did it have? I can't remember. Can you remember?
I don't think you used it, to be honest. So it's had a couple
There
of
were
days
some
where
things there.
you had the night in the tavern.
I
Yeah.
don't
and
want
by
to bother
now
you while you
probably
slept,
it's
so I
rechargeable.
just sorted it out.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. La 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 la.
But you easily find the path and carry on the journey, cresting what you believe to be the highest point and making your way down the other side. You have a very good view of this side of the range, and off in the very, very distance, it's at the point where you're not quite sure if that's the coast in the distance or it's just the land going a funny light colour. But you've got this amazing view as far as the eye can see. And this kind of big plateau opening up, and you can see a pathway meandering down, and off in the distance you can see it leading off to the east, a single path. You continue down the far end, making quick time to move across the range, and as the path plateaus out, levels out, can I get someone to make a perception check, please? As you reach the path and follow it, coming to a crossroads or a kind of a T-junction with a road that runs north to south. Clearly, the road, for those of you who have travelled, you know this would be the track or the pathway that Tank would take to get to Weaver. But can I have someone roll a
You
perception?
do it. You do it. You're
I've
so
got some
good.
perception. Let's see.
So helpful.
16.
There's heaps.
You spend some time kind of...
Cheers, bro.
You're using your hands shading you from the sun. You're looking like a sailor.
Got my lenses in.
But yeah,
Yeah, no, you're real squeaky.
someone
peaky.
else you can roll with advantage. I'm sure someone would have been helping you, or you would have done a group check. So
Oh yeah, I'll have a look as well.
yeah,
Do you want to roll? You want me to roll? You want?
No, are you good at perception?
got +3.
No, I'm
Oh,
much
that's
better than
more
that.
than me.
Well,
Oh, that'll be another natural 20.
Oh!
Good day,
I'm on
Sue.
fire
We have
today.
X-ray specs.
I had such a good sleep.
What does that give you in total?
Oh, that gives me 25 in total.
You spend some time looking in the direction that Undra's, assuming that you're going to catch Tank before he gets to this point. And you turn around, Duncan, and you squint, and you see a lone horseman, probably at a guess, nearly a mile down the path,
What, in the direction we're going?
in the direction you believe you want to be heading.
Oh, okay. I can see someone in the distance on a horse. It could be Tank. I can't tell from here.
Can you yell?
Can you
Shall
do,
I
can
send
you do the
Morris?
can you do the message
ask him
thing?
to
Someone
do
can do.
that.
Can,
Come on,
can you do your
Duncan.
message spell?
I could
Just
send
yell
Morris
out
to
to
look,
him.
and I can see through
He's a
him.
Wanu dungeon master.
Or
I can't do the message thing.
He's being
Oh, no.
logical.
Somebody else has a message
or
thing.
is it you as message?
He's got the message
Oh, you've
thing.
got
She's
message.
got a bird, and I
Oh,
reckon you should just yell, "Hey, Tank!"
yes,
What
I'm
is
not the
that?
last person you looked for anything useful.
Oh no!
Oh.
I didn't realise it was a clerical spell.
Yes, fencing.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Is it a cantrip or is it an actual spell?
Oh, it's an actual spell and it's a 3rd level spell.
Oh no, let's not use that then.
Okay.
Send your little bird.
I'll send
Morris.
Morris. And
Still think you should have yelled
I
out.
can communicate telepathically with him.
What's that?
Telepathically.
You can speak to the...
Within 100
You can
feet. Is he
speak.
100 feet away? Is he
No, it's
further?
like a mile away.
He'll be a mile away.
Well, just tell Morris.
It's
Boy,
like amazing that you saw him, to be honest. Like,
well, because he rolled really high.
well, yeah.
You can
Well, he
communicate
could've-
that. Additionally,
pretty much
as
the
an
only thing you
action,
could've rolled to
You
you
hit
can
him.
see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn,
Yeah, that works.
gaining the benefits of any special senses that he has.
Well, because he's a bird, he can talk.
So I don't think you can
Is that
see it.
also 100 feet, or is it? It's a little confusing.
What?
I think we should just make an
So
okay
is
this time.
statement, and then additionally, is that also the
Do
100
it,
feet?
Stu. That's why we check the rules.
I
and-
thought that was.
These are the
separate.
things
I
that
Yeah, I
challenge
think
you on a
those are
daily
separate.
basis as a
Telepathy
D&D
was
player.
Yeah.
What we
separate
say,
from
the
the
dungeon
the
master.
distance.
The rules, they're really just guidelines, actually, aren't
Yeah.
they?
So I could send Morris,
Hmm.
and I can see through his eyes, and I could see if it was Tank.
Well, that
But I
would-
can't communicate with him.
no, so that didn't really get us any further forward.
But
does
you
it,
can talk to, you can get Morris to do stuff, can't you?
Yes,
But also Tank
peck
might...
him in the eye.
Yeah. Tank might think it's food and shoot him.
Can he, like, surely Morris can
likes
just
birds.
say something over and over again, hey Tank, it's us, wait, hey Tank, it's us, wait.
Can't talk though, can except in bird language probably.
Oh, that's the zombies. Hang on.
But he's a raven. Don't
He is
cheat.
a raven.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do?
Come on, Tank, hold on.
Well, we'll keep heading in that direction after him, obviously.
Yeah.
They keep going.
Like
And I will look at what
I
my
could
guy
use
can do.
descending and tell him if it's you, Tank, wave.
But that's level 3 spell. It's
Yeah.
a bit of a waste of
You
it,
might
'cause
need
we're
that
probably-
later if
Yeah.
it's a bad guy.
The raven can mimic simple sounds it has heard, such as a person whispering, a baby crying, or an animal chittering.
And tell me what you want to do.
You can make it up. No one will know, right?
As you're walking down the road, you're not sure if you're keeping pace, because in being on a horse, there's going to be that point where maybe he's going to go from a walk to a canter. And pull away
Would he
from
And
be,
then it would be a
if, he
gallop.
look, if he looked round, would he be able to see us?
it depends if you looked around.
Well, we might be able to make him look
Oh,
round.
wait! What
And then
if...
either frighten him,
Or we could send up like a little magical ray of sparks or something, or little bright flare type lights. Yep, I'll do that.
Is that a cantrip, is it, you got?
Yep, I'm going to say that. It is just in general in my bag that I can, as a, I've forgotten what you call it, but I can do it. Damn it, what's it called?
Dancing lights.
No, it's not dancing lights. It's just like a minor illusion,
Or minor illusion.
or a
What's the
what's
range of that? It's probably not going to be enough. Like,
heaps, bro. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Could you just do a general thunder wave? Because that's only level 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
To make a great big loud bang, and that will get him to look around, and then you could do your lights when he's looking round. And they could say, Tank, it's us, wait for us.
Yeah, because my minor illusions and my are only like a 30 feet.
What was that
thing.
again?
My
Oh, yeah.
that's
Oh,
a 10. That's only a 10 feeder, a 10 footer. But my minor illusion's got a 30-foot range.
This is
quite
even a
far
puzzle,
away.
and this is great. Listen to how you're going to try and get someone's attention who's a mile away.
Can you just yell?
Can we shout?
Yeah, you can shout.
Go on, have a shout.
Go on,
Well, I'm going to shout anyway.
go on. I dare you.
I shout, Oi, Tank, wait for us.
And
I mean, he's quite a long way away. You don't know if he's heard you.
only a mile.
Right. I'm just gonna fiddle with myself, and I'm gonna send sending that says, "Hey Tank, it's me, Shold again. Are you riding on a horse? And if you turn around, we're a mile behind you. Turn around and wave."
Pretty sure the figure stops and you can't make something out. He's like,
Do you
I'm waving, but I
you
can't
do your
see
sparks? Do your
anything.
sparks
I'll
now?
just throw my sparks
Yeah,
in the
I'm
air
gonna
at
say,
that
like,
point.
Let off
Oh,
the
it's a
fireworks.
sound or an image. Ooh.
Do a fireworks display.
Yeah, I'll do a fireworks display.
No, I can't tell if that. Oh, pretty lights. I'll wait.
Can you put them in the shape that says
I think Rowan spoke to me, and I think he says that is Tank, and he's gonna wait for us.
Oh, cool. Right. Crack on then. Let's
Good.
Doesn't take you too long. Maybe
who's
5
the
minutes
fastest?
of kind of gentle
we ride
jogging,
them?
so- Who's the fastest?
Who's
You want
the-
to ride them?
we can ride them.
It's not being
Tish will
Tish.
ride them.
No, Tish is already small, like me.
No, but I'm
We've only
sturdy.
got little legs, so
Yeah, but we're sturdy.
Yeah, you make a good time.
We
You catch
carry
up with him,
stuff.
and he
Buddy.
turns around and he's like, "Well, you should have called." But I mean, you did that fancy thing. You spoke into my head. And then you did the lights. And,
Thank you.
I mean, it's amazing that I saw you. You're so far away.
Yes.
Oh,
It's amazing
I
that
saw
you weren't
you.
waiting for us.
I did wait for you for about an hour, and then I was like,
Only
I
an
can't wait
hour.
too long. I've got to get there.
What's going
I
on?
know.
Let us ride and walk, and he kind of jumps off the horse and walks alongside, just pulling it, taking the time to kind of catch you up.
Or if you're walking, can I have a go on your horse?
What kind of a go do you want?
Just kind of
Do you
looks
want
at
a
you.
Tish kind of go or a
no,
different kind of go?
I just want to
Don't-
sit on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
blow
you're
it up.
more than welcome, Duncan. And
Oh,
he gives you
thank
the
you.
reins.
It's a nice
So
horse.
you need a
we're not
boost up.
Blowing it
Oh,
up.
yeah, that would be good, actually. Thank you.
I'll be going. As he's walking along, I'm intrigued, but how did you know where I was going?
We just know stuff.
Well, yeah, we're very observant, and
don't-
also we've got a keen sense for where there's.
Don't give me that bull.
She says
that
deep
bull.
people.
And we broke into your pigeon coop and read your letter.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No, that would do it.
Well, I say we, it was actually Tish, 'cause I can't read.
Yeah, I'm
They
quite
look
skilled. Thanks. Yeah. Are you all right, mate?
But anyway, we were very worried about you, so that's why we've come. So if you tell us what's going on, then we can help you out.
Yeah, what's happening?
It goes quiet for a few moments, and you let the silence kind of carry.
Give him a bit of pie.
Well, first of all, I appreciate the gesture. Thank you, and you're here, so I won't turn down the offer of help. But I'm not entirely sure what you can do.
We can do a lot of things.
I can do this thing with my fingers.
If I can, that may be helpful. But, my brother, he's in a spot of bother, and really, I'm not quite sure what I can do. You've not met Harrod. You don't really know much about me. Let me tell you. I'm from. We didn't grow up in.
We know the most important thing about you, which is you own a pub that we like. So we're here for you.
They are all ears. And maybe some owl ones.
And then as you're walking, over the course of an hour, he tells you a tale about how he grew up in Weaver.
How's life got quick turned upside down?
Yeah, exactly, about a frown. But he was a fisherman by trade
Oh, he was a
as a young
fisherman.
boy. His family own a small boat, and Weaver, and he explains this thing, Weaver is a small fishing town on the coast. On a trade route. It's a hard-working town, and that's where I grew up. And it was a good childhood. You know, worked hard, had fun. I loved growing up by the water, and my younger brother Harrod and I were close. The whole family was close. My father was hard-working. And he kind of just looks down and kind of gestures to his forehead, and may he rest in peace. And my mother is a dear woman. It's funny, Duncan, but when you talk of your grandma, I often think of my mother. They strike me as being a similar hard and
Your mother
honest.
was a dwarf. How come you're so big?
No, I meant in
That
their
she's wise.
character. Duncan.
Oh,
You can kick your butt.
But
Did she cosplay?
yes, we grew up in the town, and the crux of it is my father fell sick, and we just couldn't figure out what to do, and the condition got worse and deteriorated quickly, and very soon he was unable to help on the boats, and we had to kind of take that on ourselves. And the sad tale of it is that he passed away much before his time. Now we could deal with this as a family. It hit my mother hard, and my brother Harrod as well. And then my dear mother, she started to show the similar symptoms to my father, losing the ability to mend the nets and to kind of do certain jobs, joints seizing, and losing kind of sometimes the ability to talk fluidly. And my brother did something quite unusual. See, there's a rumour of our town, of Weaver. It is a place where unnatural luck seems to spring. Crops in bad years. Finding treasure in the hall of a net where there should be none. And there's a rumour that if you are to bury a gold coin and something personal on the crossroads entering the town, then there is the ability to make a wish. And those wishes seem to come true. Superstition, nonsense really. It's just luck, blind luck that people had those things happen. But my brother, he tested this luck, unbeknown to me, thinking that he could somehow wish for the good health and recovery of our mother. Well, see, he got that luck, and mother, she is now healthy, and she works as hard as anyone in the town. But what no one told you was that it's not a wish per se, or certainly one without strings attached. You see, what my brother did was summon I don't know, some devil creature. And the rumour is true. A contract was offered. And a deal was made. And that was nearly 10 years ago. I suppose I'd forgotten or just wished to forget. But my brother has made his choices, and that deal he made is, by the sounds of it, being called. See, all those stories we heard of crops and riches, we never heard really much of or paid attention to the outcome of those stories. People moved on, and doing a bit of digging after the fact, you came across stories of, I suppose you could say, not a happy ending for them. But so I've come here to say goodbye to my brother. I don't know what I can do, but be here for him and be here for my mother, because I can imagine what's going to happen will probably not be pleasant. I imagine if you make a deal with the devil, it's never going to end well. So, that is my tale. Not one that a lot of people know. I would be grateful if you keep that secret to yourselves. Not even Letitia knows.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure your mother can come and stay with you at the inn and...
Oh, Letitia, I'd love that.
Well, you'll see, my mother is attached to this town. It has many memories for her.
Do you know anything about Devil's Undra?
Well,
And contracts with
I know
them.
things about many devils. Can I roll to see if I know some things?
You can roll an intelligence check, or I suppose maybe a history check. One of those two.
Where I'm from, when you get old, you either go out into the woods or we throw you off a cliff.
Oh,
Far out.
Either
yeah.
or have the same, what's the name?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
that
just
sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you shitbag. 12.
oh nice.
Well, that was a good roll.
Nothing too specific springs to mind.
No, of course.
But you do. There is definitely something to be said for pacts being made with devils. It's the first time you've heard of such a thing as the ritual of burying something at a crossroads. But if it definitely if it is something that has worked and paid dividend, a demon or a devil would kind of double down on that, seeing it as a constant source of souls to be kind of taken to a master or someone in hell. And there is you have read of the ability of some devils to grant boons, so it's plausible. Yeah.
Oh. Do you remember that song that you used to sing, Tish, when the devil went down to Weaver?
Oh yeah. Oh, I just thought that was just a song. I didn't realise.
Oh.
Down to Weaver.
How does that song go, Tish?
Oh, the devil went down to Weaver.
What's the next one?
Oh, it's been a while since I sang it, and I was very drunk last time. I
Something
sang
like
it.
I'd be really
wishes.
keen to hear that.
Yeah, there was a competition between the devil and a young fella.
And they were fiddling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was fiddling and chickens
Many fiddling.
and a nana. There's a nana in it or a grandma.
He was looking to make a deal. He was in a bind because he was way behind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He said he'd bet his fiddle of gold against your
Oh,
soul
the fiddle. That's why
to
I
think
see.
that he was better than you. I think that was the one, wasn't
Something like, whoa, crikey, if only you could sing.
it? Yeah. Well, if I put a
as
coin
you-
in
as
the
you say
crossroads,
that-
maybe I could make a bargain, and that,
As
so I could
you-
sing like
or-
you.
or-
As you
late.
say the word,
Or
as you kind of reminisce on those particular lyrics, and it kind of Tink looks over at you and he's like,
It was in the house of a
that's exactly the price paid. The price for my mother's health was 10 years henceforth, the soul of my brother.
Oh,
He just couldn't live with the losing a second parent.
right.
10 years, that sounds like a pretty bad deal for a soul.
I suppose you...
Well, maybe we could go and have a word with this devil, see if we could like renegotiate.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Oh, yeah,
I'm pretty
right.
good at talking to people, and maybe we've got
Yeah.
something. It
You've
wants like
chatted with God, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I think you beat a god in arm
I did.
wrestling. Yeah.
If I could,
Yeah.
I could beat a devil as well in an arm wrestle. I could like collect the set, couldn't I?
I think
Yeah.
that's one of our next challenges.
I'm
is
having
to
my
beat a-
stones hardcore.
As
guys.
you having this conversation, Tank kind of slows the horse down that you're on, Duncan, and looks.
Oh, I forgot I
and
was
you
on
see
a
it
horse.
looking at you're at this kind of clear intersection of the pathway running out to the coast, and you can see makeshift buildings on the horizon and a small settlement, and some you kind of at this point there are a number of larger outcroppings. And Tank turns out and goes, "That's Weaver up ahead. That rock," and he points. Craggy Rock. So it's a good place for fishing, to be honest. The scarp fish are in abundance there. Fantastic. You'd love them in a pie dish, I tell you.
Ooh, fish
That's
pie.
an interesting name. Why did they call it Craggy Rock?
Because it's craggy and rocky, I think.
Oh, I not thought of that.
Yeah, well, we've got a rock up north that's called Fraggle Rock.
And
Oh.
as he
Scares away.
slowly starts to
I remember
walk
that
forward, and you see the pathway moving on, and you coming along, and another one intersecting it, and he looks, and I believe we're going to go and catch up with my brother, but I will take you up on your offer, Duncan Dwarf.
Okay.
I very much like to know if we can come to some arrangement that maybe will assist my brother.
When's the exact time, date of how long till his soul's
Let's-
going to be taken?
Let's go and speak to him now.
Okay.
Tank,
And
what is your brother's name?
Harold.
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 Harrod.
Harold.
Was it?
I did not
Should
have
we
it in my
leave
notes.
just like a
Harold,
little
Harold
note?
Eventide.
Have we already met Harold?
No.
No.
But he meant. I think it was in the letter, wasn't it, or
Yeah.
something?
Ah, okay.
And as he kind of
Apologies.
quietly makes his way across the junction and the crossroads, moving towards the town, you follow him, and there's a kind of somberness takes over the mood.
Do you want to go back on your horse?
No, we'll be there
Oh,
soon
okay.
enough. I think it's time to go and get a beer, Duncan.
Oh, that sounds like a good
That's
idea.
cheerful.
Right,
Are we at the crossroads?
you've just gone past it.
Oh, I was
But
going
he
to
turns around
suggest we
because
dig it all up. We're going to get
we
rich.
can always come back. And with that, he kind of carries on toward the town, and we will hold there for the session.
Oh.
Good grief.
Thank you, everyone. Interesting to see where the group go with this, and yeah,
To the
Go-
pub.
to the go with this. They're going straight to the pub.
To the pub.
Follow us on.
I think we go straight to hell, to be honest.
Do they have pubs in
Yay.
hell?
Or yeah,
Surely.
only like really poor ones. Probably.
With no booze.
Yeah, what's
Or
that really
flat
rubbish
beer.
chain in England? That Weatherspoons. They're probably all Weatherspoons pubs in hell.
Pimento neck.
It just makes you
Pimento
shudder, doesn't it?
neck.
Weatherspoons.
Anyway, thanks everyone. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm virtually up to date with the YouTubes, so I might even be up to date by the time you listen to this.
Oh.
See, it's been crazy. Just like that.
Yeah. Or was I supposed to say something else? Was that us done now?
Nice, that's done now.
All right, thanks
Thank you,
everyone.
Yeah.
See you
Take
next
care.
time. Cheers. Bye bye.